Yeah, I really enjoy doing that tip about shadows. Well, next up, I've got 4 brilliant things for you to make from bits and bobs lying about the house. Let's start with a great trick to turn this into this. Take a look at this. How do you create a picture that looks 3D? Make a 3D see-through picture. Look at that. And believe it or not, it's made from 3 separate see-through pictures. Come and have a look at this. Now I'm going to start by showing you how to make one see-through picture. Take a piece of cardboard that you've cut from the side of a cardboard box and place an A4 size piece of paper on top of the cardboard and draw all the way around the paper so that you've got the shape of the paper on your cardboard. Then take a ruler and place it underneath the top line of your A4 shape and draw a line underneath the ruler like that, and then place the ruler down that side edge and again draw another line along the inside edge like that, and do the same all the way around, placing your ruler inside the original line that you drew and draw another line inside the ruler like that. So you have a frame shape that is A4 sized and is a ruler thick. And then cut it out. So you have something that looks like that. And then do the same thing again. You need 2 of these frame shapes. And then take some glue and just smear the glue all round your frame shape. Now, it's very important that you smooth this glue on nice and evenly. You could use PVA glue for this. I'm just doing it really quickly to show you, but you can take your time over it. And then take some cling film. And take the cling film out of the box like this. And this is the good bit. Just very carefully place it on one side of the frame like this, and then roll the cling film out into the glue across the frame like that. Press it down into the glue, and then just snip off the excess cling film. And the good thing is you don't need to use much cling film for this. And then the tricky bit, very gently smooth all of those creases and wrinkles out of the cling film just by gently pressing on the frame and just stretching the cling film out like that. And then put it to one side and take your other frame and do exactly the same. Smear the glue on, PVA or glue stick, and put it on nice and evenly. As usual, I'm rushing these things just to show you. And then take your cling film frame, very careful, don't want to put my finger through it, and just pop your other frame on top, press it down to sandwich the cling film between the 2 cardboard frames like this. And then leave it to one side to dry, and it's a very good idea to put books all the way around the frame to press it down really firmly and sandwich that cling film. And when it's dry, cut off the excess cling film from around the edges. But while you're waiting for it to dry, draw the design for your picture. You could practice it on your A4 piece of paper. And it's a good idea to do a very simple picture, just a cartoon image, nothing too fancy. And see what I've done here? The reason I'm using the paper is I've made a few mistakes. So you can alter those mistakes. It doesn't matter, because what you're going to do is when your cling film frame is dry, you place it over the paper and trace the image onto the cling film. Now, you need permanent markers for this. I'll tell you what else will work. You're not going to believe this. A ballpoint pen. But you have to be very careful that you don't pierce the cling film. And just very carefully do your image. I'm just going to, again, go around the shapes just to show you. I'm not going to put too much detail in at this stage because I'm going to paint it in a minute, and then we can put the detail in afterwards. So get the basic shapes in there. Just make it nice and cartoony. I love doing pictures like this, just get in there like that, not too much detail. And when you've got your basic shapes in, then just decorate the frame. Give it a good old wood finish. So what I'm going to do, you've seen me do this many times before, I'm going to do some wispy lines on the frame just to give it a wood grain finish. And a few more wispy lines down here. And a bit more wood up there. And this is great fun to do, and very easy to create a really woody effect. And when you've got your wooden frame, hold it together by banging in some nails, not with a hammer, but with a silver pen. Watch this. Just going to draw in some nails around the edges of the frame there. And you can get this same effect if you just use an ordinary pencil. And then paint your picture. Now, I've only done the outline, so I'm going to paint it and then put the detail on. Paint it using acrylic paint or poster paint. But poster paint won't stick to your cling film unless you mix it with a bit of washing up liquid. Good tip, that. I just mixed it with some washing up liquid here. And now I'm just going to very carefully paint it onto the cling film. Right on there. A lot of paint on the brush. And you paint the whole of your picture in the same way. And when you've painted it, you'll have something that looks like this. Look at that. Just remove my picture, and there it is. A see-through picture. And if you want to make a 3D see-through picture, it's simple. You make 3 of them. There's one, and I just put the other one on top of it. There's 2, and finally, there's the 3rd one. And if you just stick them together with sticky tack, you can even move them around and slot them in and out of each other to create a different picture each time. And the more cardboard boxes you get and the more cardboard you cut out, you can just keep adding more and more pictures until you have a 3D see-through picture.